So you see. Okay, we're live.
Okay.
Oh, hey everyone, welcome again. Day two, big conference. That absolutely amazing sessions going on with live demo. So be prepared here. We got with ourselves Lidor Gerstel. He is a DevOps team leader, experience and trainer. I think it's awesome to have him here. Today, actually, he will present us real-time streaming data from AWS, MSK, Kafka to Cloudera. And we said that, just a reminder, you are free to pose your question in the Q&A chat or directly in the chat. Don't forget that. And again, up to you, Lidor. Show us some awesomeness.
Hi everyone. It's very good to be here. Thanks, Big Data Conference Europe, to invite me. Hope next year it will be live. I mean, on stage. But it is what it is. So let's get started. I want to share my presentation. Okay, let's do that now. Okay. Okay, great. So we are talking about real-time streaming data from AWS, MSK, Kafka to Cloudera. There will be a live demo today, so please stay for the whole 45 minutes so you can see the live demo at the end. And let's start. So a few words about myself and Centerity, the company that I work in. And so I'm a DevOps team leader. That's what you see on my LinkedIn. And I also experienced trainer. I trained a lot of people here in Israel, also around the world. And a lot of sessions, a lot of things about big data and DevOps projects and Docker and AWS. I'm also certified in AWS Solution Architect. And well, my connection to Centerity, well, I worked there as a DevOps team leader. I joined last month. I mean, one month ago. And I'll explain a little bit about what Centerity is doing. Centerity builds platform for advanced monitoring and security solution for enterprise company, for on-prem or in the cloud. What we are doing actually is we're building products to help monitor everything that has an IP address. Okay, we have like scanning for devices inside the network and register them automatically, and then we can monitor absolutely everything. We have sensors to monitor everything, from applications to devices to infrastructure to services to operating systems to network, whatever. Okay, and we are building a software as a service model, and we host that for our clients. Merlin is a huge company that invested in us and part of our global portfolio. And this is one of the dashboards that Centerity can provide. Okay. So if you have questions maybe about Centerity, you can try to ask me offline after that. I will be available and they can refer me the questions that you have about Centerity and about our products. Just one more thing to say. I have an amazing DevOps team there, and we are building an amazing tool set to deliver this kind of product to our customers. So that's what we are doing over there, and it's amazing. And now let's get back to the session. But in order to get back to the session and to explain how do I stream real-time data from Kafka to Cloudera, I have to share with you a story. Okay. So a few years back, before COVID-19, I was a poor freelance for DevOps and open source projects. Okay, I actually took every job that I could possibly get. I got hourly rate. Okay, anyone could have hired me from $80 to $120 to do well almost anything. And that's how I came with this story. And back then I would have taken any job. And one of the project, the proof of concept that I had to do is that I needed to build a stream of data from relational database, which is IBM AS400, to Cloudera in real time for a huge customer. Okay, and I would say a few words about the customer. I don't want to share his details, but I will say that it's a huge healthcare company in Israel. We will see the data in a bit. For me, it looks like Mission Impossible or Impossible Mission. However, like I said before, since I was poor and needed the money, I would have taken any job. So I was like idle, had nothing to do. So it was a challenge for me. So I took this job, and the customer was a huge healthcare company, more than 20,000 workers around the state, and have more than 2.4 million patients, okay, which are 25% of all Israel state, because Israel is small. We don't have a lot of people in this country, in the state. So 2.4 million patients, that's big data here, okay? I'm talking about patients, I'm talking about huge amount of data, from healthcare to diseases to relation between families, okay? History of committing patients, right? History of drugs, okay? And medications, of course. So we're talking about huge data. And what I had to do, so what was requested of me is the challenge. What I try to do is, this is me, right? You see me, yeah, and look a little bit weird here, but it's still me. What they asked me to do is create some kind of script to get the data real time, incrementally query the data from the IBM and stream it to Apache Spark, okay? And with Apache Spark streaming, I can get it to Cloudera, and then the BI analyst or the big data developer could see the data and create dashboard from it, okay? Now, this is what we try to do, okay? I try to create a Python script. Now, this environment is very important for me to share it with you. This environment doesn't have internet connection open, okay? It's not in the cloud, okay? And I had big problem to run. I tried to run a couple of Python scripts, nothing worked, okay? It didn't install, even the pip command didn't even work properly, okay? And nothing worked. For 3 hours, I tried that at the customer company, at their offices, didn't come up with anything. Frustration became happening, okay? Didn't able to find a way to do this or to make it happen. Frustration at the customer was starting. I see that on their faces that I haven't able to, for 3 hours, I didn't able to achieve anything. I didn't have any leads on how to do that, on how to achieve what we want, what the customer wanted, for real-time data stream from one database to get it to another cloud, to Hadoop or Cloudera. I didn't know how to do that. And one thing about me is I never give up. Even if the customer is not satisfied, I'm still hung up on it, and I still want to make it happen. So I went to my car, same day, same hour, went to my car and found the answer on my iPhone while I was Google searching. I was Google searching a way to achieve that without Python, because with Python I couldn't make it happen, because there is no internet connection, because nothing worked, right? So I found this answer, and I'm going to mark it here. Okay, replicating relational database with this. And I saw the video, and I said, this looks like the solution for me. And I went home, and I said to the customer, don't worry, I think I found a way. And what I actually did is I tried to investigate what is Streamset data collector, what we call SDC, okay? I'm talking about a few years back, before COVID, okay? And I understand that this software is an open source software, okay, that create data ingestion of pipelines, which means it's like ETL, like extract, transmit, and load pipelines, but it runs on real time. I can get it to work in minutes. I mean, I don't have to learn code and build Scala code or Python code to make it work. It integrates with almost everything, especially in the cloud, but also without the cloud, like the customers that have only on-premise servers, no AWS over there, okay? And I can port the data pipeline, make a new pipeline without rewrites. I can make a lot of things happen. It looks something like this, okay? I'm going to show you a lot of pipelines, and we're going to see the live demo of StreamSets, so don't worry. I'm not a representative for them, so if you want to ask questions, maybe talk to the salesperson. I'm not a salesperson. I'm just a DevOps, okay? But it's from StreamSets company, and they actually were nice enough to conversate with me and explain to me how to make it work with the AS400 database of IBM, okay? They were very helpful. Even if they didn't get any money, they just want me to push on their software, and they were very nice to help me, and they have a great team over there. The team that built StreamSet at first were the one that worked with Cloudera, so it's very, very Cloudera-oriented, Hadoop-oriented software. StreamSets have more than 100 connectors. This is just a sample of the connectors they have. If you go in the website, you can see there is a lot of connectors. You can see there, and now they are working in a model that they have on-premise installation that you can install StreamSets on your servers and run it from there, or you can have it as software as a service and just connect your Google account to it, and your agent can run. The agent that connects to your server can run on your premise, but the dashboard of StreamSets is in their website, in their software, right? In the cloud. So this is just an example of the pipelines you can make with StreamSets. Okay, I didn't make those. I made some of these, maybe field type converter, something that I use, an expression evaluator, but this is one of the pipelines you can use for real-time streaming and load dates in string format, then have converter change anything that you want and maybe throw it to the trash or dump it to a file, whatever you want to do. This is just one sample. I didn't build this, I just took it, but there is other pipelines. I'm just showing it to you. There's other pipelines you can do, and here's a tutorial for this, okay, that you can get and test the origin, and you can see a lot of origin, a lot of connections you have in there. Connect to Amazon S3, Azure, IoT, whatever, okay? Now, the solution, what I actually did for the customer is combining StreamSet instead of Python, okay? So you're gonna see the same chart, but it's going to be a little bit different. So I'm not creating a script, I'm creating a real-time data pipeline with StreamSets, which incrementally query for new rows on the IBM server and stream those results directly to Hadoop, okay? And from Hadoop, from Impala, we can actually query and create the dashboards for the every new row, every new patient that we got from the IBM, okay? So we started with something like this, with JDBC query consumer, okay? This was able to us to actually connect to the IBM. So this is how we started. We connected to the IBM database from the JDBC query consumer with a driver, with everything that's needed. From there, we did a select, okay? Just a sample. It's not the actual select that we did, but it looks a little bit like that, okay? From there, we did the Hive metadata, which is actually a processor in StreamSets that breaks the data to fields, okay? One of the data, some of the data goes to Hadoop file server, and some of them go to Hive, so I can query with Impala, I can query the database of Hadoop and see what changes. Okay, so I'm updating the meta store each time. So this pipeline worked for us. It was great. And you can see here that we make it a little more advanced, more complex when we try to convert fields and rename those fields to something else. Okay, so maybe we want a different field from what we got, and we can change that before we get it to Hadoop. So that was also amazing for us. And okay, let's continue. And we can get, even after we get it to Hive and we get it to Hadoop, we can get it to even to Mongo from stream sets, okay? And even execute shell. Okay, this is a whole complex of pipeline. Takes more than a couple of minutes to create, because if you created this, that's great. You created 1, 2, 3, 4, great. But now you want to do expression evaluator, which you can do with stream sets, and get that to Mongo also. So we combined here Mongo at the end, and we also provided a shell, okay, a command shell here to execute after the Hive getting new data, and we execute a shell to maybe notify email, whatever. I don't remember exactly what, but we also did a stream selector. We can choose what kind of stream is getting where to the Hive query. So this is very, very advanced pipeline. Okay, this is what was the complete pipeline, what we actually had, and I know it looks amazing. I wish I could have seen this live with you, but I can't. It's at the customer, and there's no internet. I cannot connect there. But this was an amazing change for me. The whole project took something like 4 months, the whole POC, and this is what we got at the end. The customer was very satisfied, and I think I don't know if they purchased the software, the stream set data collector at the end, but it's something that they were seriously considered to do. Now, you don't have to purchase the software. The software comes with everything inside. There is no limitation. But if you want support for this software, if you want support for maybe one of the pipelines, if you want to make steps that are not there, okay, you want to create new steps that are not there, and you want StreamSet to help you with that, to help you create those steps or create it for you, then is there something that you need to pay for? It's something that you need to subscribe for support, okay? But as long as you're just using the software and learning by yourself, you don't need subscription or something to use those software, okay? And so now I think we're ahead of time. There is a lot of time, so we have more time for the demo, which is great. So I'll speak more slowly. Maybe if you have questions, I can answer them before the time ends. So we have more time for questions. And I'm going to show you the live demo. So first, I want to explain each step that I'm doing here. So this is me, supposed to be me. I created a script that sends text to Kafka. Okay, I just used Amazon SDK for that, okay, to deliver text message to Kafka. I'm going to show it to you. I just trigger the script. Then I'm going to send the text to Kafka. Kafka will hold the text for me. Then I created a pipeline with stream sets that consume those text lines and stream the results directly to Hadoop as a text file, okay? And then I'm going to browse the files in the HDFS to see those text files and to see what's inside those text files. So this is the live demo. I'm sorry that it's not complex as we saw before, more complex data pipelines, because this is the only time that I had, and I wanted to make it simple so it will work and not have problems while doing in the live demo. I hope it will work now. Okay, it's very important that it will work for you to see it, and And I think I explained all the steps. So yes, we can finally see the live demo. Okay, so let me stop share and share with you the screen again. But this time, you're gonna see a whole bunch of screens and not the presentation, okay? So close this. Okay, stop sharing. Hold on, sorry. Stop share. And I'm gonna share with you exactly the demo that we did. Sorry, I have a huge screen at home, so I'm gonna share with you tab by tab so you can see what's going on, where is the environment is working on, where is it launching, how is the stream set looks like, everything. Okay, so let's do that. Screen window. Okay, very slowly. Okay, now this is the Amazon console. Maybe not a lot of you familiar with AWS console, but this is the lab that I used for my environment for the demo. And this is where I host my Cloudera. This is the Cloudera server, just one server, it's not a cluster, okay? But this has Hadoop on it. Now this is the stream set data collector. Now, like I said before, stream set data collector, if you don't pay for it, you get it as a software as a service. So why do I need an instance here? I need an instance to deploy an agent for stream set data collector to run as a Docker container to connect to my environment, because my environment is closed. It's not public. Okay, even if you have public IP, it's not, you cannot connect it from the outside. Okay, and I have another client here, which is an EC2 machine, Linux, right, that run the Python script to connect to Kafka. And this is it. We're gonna show you inside of each machine what's going on over there, okay, and how it exactly on, because we have time, so it's no problem for me. This is the Kafka. The Kafka is managed by Amazon, okay. I know how to launch Kafka myself, but I wanted to save time. It cost me a lot of money. It cost me like $50, okay, for this whole demo to work, okay, for the whole month. So it cost me money, the demo. It doesn't come free. So I'm going to terminate everything after the demo. But this is the cluster. It's just a cluster, very small, 2 brokers, okay? Not a lot of things here, no big data over here, okay? 100 giga of storage, very simple, okay? We're going to see the stream set. So let's see the stream set. Like I said, it's cloudloginstreamset.com. It's a software as a service in the cloud. Now I can continue I can sign in with my Google account. So I'm signing in with my Google account. You don't see that. That's okay. I don't want you to see the credentials. And this is the pipeline, okay? What you get from the control hub. I'm going to show it to you, okay? This is the pipeline that we are seeing. This is the pipeline, okay? And I can let it run all the time. Okay, I have a job here. Job is the one that's running all the time. Now it's inactive, but I can do play, and it will run all the time. It will get all the data from Kafka to Hadoop. Let's look at Hadoop. Okay. Now this is my Hadoop, my Cloudera. I have to log in. Sorry, it got disconnected after an idle. So this is simple Hadoop. No clustered. A lot of warnings I got here. I got over them because I don't have cluster. I only have one name node, which is my same as the data node. So same thing, right? I don't have a cluster. It's just running as a container. Okay, this is now how production works, right? This is just for the demo. Okay, so I'm gonna show you here another thing you have to know about. Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna show you here the HDFS. No, not the HDFS, sorry. I like the Hui from Cloudera, right? Gonna open this. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to go to file browser, and what we will see here, we will see the file we're getting from stream sets. Okay, let's look exactly where we're gonna get them. So we go here, and I just click on this on the Hadoop file server, the configuration, and you can see here, this is the IP, the internal IP, so you cannot connect it from the outside. And this is the configuration. And when it's going to store it, it's going to store on TMP data. Okay, so let's go to TMP. Let's close this because, okay, let's go to TMP, which is up and data. And you can see here that I already tried to put data over here. So let's delete this so we can see that we don't have data. Okay. Trash. Okay, this is the Hadoop trash. Great. So let's get back up. TMP. I don't want any data. Okay, still have data. No, it doesn't delete. I don't know why. I have to choose everything. Okay, so let's choose everything. Trash. Okay, so now, okay, I hope it will be in the trash. Let's delete everything. Oh my God, I got an error. Okay, no matter. Maybe I don't have permissions. Never mind. Let's go back and go to TMP and data. Okay, so you have data over here. I don't know why. Okay, I don't see the data, by the way. It's empty. Everything is empty here. So let's hope everything will work. And we're gonna store here new data. So new data will gonna come over here. Okay, so this is the place that the data will come. And okay, that's not good, but I hope everything works okay. And like I said, all the hosts are up. I can refresh this. It's for the last 30 minutes, so it looks fine. And we have the Kafka ready, we have the instances, and we have the job, right? This is the job. Now, I'm gonna show you something cool before we're gonna do the job. And let's go to pipelines. And here is where I create a new pipeline, by the way. I can create a new pipeline, connect everything. I'm going to show it to you because we have time. So just a test pipeline, just to show it to you and how it works. I can use sample or I can use blank and go from there. And it's going to be the same agent that I'm using for my demo, okay? Same container that stream sets have agent over there that connect to my environment, okay? So I'm not going to share it with other people, only me, that's okay. And I open the canvas. And what you can see here is how you started with pipelines. And you can see you connect to everything that you want, okay? You can connect to Kafka, you can connect to Google, you can connect JDBC, you can connect to Amazon S3. Don't be afraid of what they say here, not installed. They don't want to come with everything installed for you. So if you click on something, it will install it for you automatically. So don't worry, okay? So you don't have to, if you see Elasticsearch, you want Elasticsearch, it says not installed, that's not a problem. You just click update deployment and it will install it for you. And you will have everything installed for you. So this is the origin. Okay, this is how we get data from. I get data from Mongo, from SQL, for example. Okay, let's say for SQL. So if I do update deployment, it will install all the things that I need for connecting to SQL. Okay, it's not a problem. Let's take something that's already installed. For example, I don't know, let's take something. I don't want to install anything because you can have Oracle here and have a lot of stuff, okay? So just to make sure, so for example, let's take this. Don't know what it is. just gonna show it to you. So now you can choose a processor, what you wanna do with the data that you're getting, okay? You can have field remover, field pivoter, field order. You can have JSON generator, JSON parser. Actually take the data and parse it to JSON, okay? Which is great. You can do that very, very easy with no code, okay? You can do that. Here we go. And you type the name of the field you want to parse and the target, how you want to see it, and that's it. Okay? And this is how what you connect. You have to choose what kind of data format you're getting from the HTTP server. Is it text? Maybe. I don't know. And you have to put here all the connection, the listening port, all the connection in order to connect to the HTTP server. Okay? And then you have to choose the destination where you want to put it. Hadoop, maybe S3, whatever you can choose. Okay? It's like you can say, hey, I'm using the cloud, I can use AWS data pipeline. It's almost the same, but data pipelines is very vendor locking. It's only for AWS. This can work on premise. It can work on any environment. It doesn't really matter. Okay? If you make it happen, it will work. So that's amazing product. I'm not gonna save this. So let's remove this. Let's go back to my pipeline and get back to here, demo pipeline. This is my demo pipeline. So I have connection here to my Kafka. Please do not try to connect to it. I have security, which JKS I'm using. And I have the data format, which I'm taking this text. Okay? And my Hadoop, we already seen it. So this is my connection to Hadoop. And we know already where we output the formats. And it's going to be text also. Okay? Very, very simple. From one point to another point. Now let's look what's going on with the Kafka. And let's run the pipeline and hope that everything will work. And we should see new files over here. Okay? New files over here. We should see it. Okay? That's what we should see with the data. Okay? So let's go to jobs. We're going to run this. It's not running at the moment. Okay? We're going to run this. But first, let's look how I produce data to Kafka. So you do that with me. So I'm going to stop share. I'm going to share another terminal with you. And we want the Kafka. So this is the Kafka. I'm going to share you. I'm using Mac. So I have different terminals. And this one is connected to, this one is the client that you saw for Kafka. So I'm connecting to Kafka. And I have a script, okay, which I produce data, okay, publish data. Oh my God, sorry, I'm not in the right folder. Just a heart attack. No, that's okay. Here we go. And I'm connected to Kafka. And let's say, welcome to my live demo of Lidor, Gerstel, which is how to say my name, I know. And there is another sentence that I love. I'm going to say to you at the end of the session. So it's from the series from the movie Free Guy. Yeah. Don't have a good day. Have a great day. Okay. So these two messages, I already subscribed to my Kafka in Amazon, and now I want to do a preview to show you what I'm going to get to Hadoop before I run it. Okay, before I'm getting the data, I just want to see the preview of in StreamSet, just to get to know exactly what kind of data we're going to get to Hadoop. Okay, so we're supposed to see these two. Okay, later on I will put another messages over here so you can see it already in Hadoop. But let me share back to StreamSets to SDC, and let's see that happening. Here we go. So I'm in SDC, as you can see, and I'm gonna do a preview. This is preview. I'm going to do a preview, just preview, not getting data, just to see what kind of data is going to be. Okay. And you can see, welcome to my live demo. And don't have a good day, have a great day. And you can see that it's going to be stored in the output data. It's going to be stored in Hadoop. Okay. That's great, right? So we're going to let it run from the jobs. And what we want to see here is we want to see over here the new data. It's still not there. We want to see here the new data. Okay? And then we'll have time for questions. So let's do that. Let's run the job. Cross your fingers, hope it will work. Just one time. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I hope it will work. Let's do that. Let's start the job. Oh my God, what I did. Sorry. Actual exercise. Yeah, now it's running. I can get in, see what's going on there. Okay. 2 records. Input, output looks great. Okay. Job start, everything is active, is running all the time. It's running all the time. It doesn't stop. Even if it doesn't have any more data, it doesn't stop. Let's go to UI and see Cloudera here. Where is the data? I don't see the data. Oh my God. Doesn't work. Why it doesn't work? Let's see. Maybe the data got changed for some reason. Are we supposed to see here the new data? Ah, here we go. I think it got to a different kind of folder. Yeah, it got here. This is the new folder. Amazing. This is my data. Okay. Where is the applause? Yeah, it's working now. I can put more data inside, of course. Okay. Think of it as real-time streaming. So I'm getting data all the time from all of my devices, right? IoT, whatever. It doesn't have to be text, but this time it is text because this is what I did here. So I don't know, like, hello Europe, and we're gonna see that, and hello big data conference. And let's see. I think we're gonna get it in a new folder. Hold on. I'm gonna see it. Here you go. It's on the same screen. You see? So I'm still writing notes here, like gibberish, whatever I want. Okay? All the time. A lot of notes. As long as the pipeline is still running, it's on the same screen. So you see everything.
That's really amazing.
Thank you. Thank you. I was hoping for the applause, but no audience here.
I can do it for you. I can do it because
thank you.
we were discussing. Yeah, we were discussing before actually starting that both of us missing really the face-to-face conference, but this demo is really awesome.
Yeah.
We are approaching the last 5 minutes. Just a reminder to everyone, actually, if you have questions for Lidor, post them in the Q&A chat, because I think this is really an awesome presentation.
Thank you. And if you have feedback and maybe you liked it, and please do feedbacks for me. It's very important. Yes. So Big Data Conference will invite me next year also.
Yeah. And by the way, just as a reminder again for everyone, if you have any question after the session, you can keep asking Lidor. If you point yourself in the Pine platform we are all using and you hit his profile, you can actually send him question. Not just for this awesome presentation, but for everything that he explained. So don't be shy, definitely, don't be shy.
Okay, so no questions?
No questions so far. Actually, I said, I think what you presented, actually, you made it even too simple. I mean, it seems like a simple things, but actually it was really complex. I really, really love it.
Yeah, it's really complex. Getting Hadoop working was taking me a lot of time and effort. Getting the Kafka connected in Amazon, it's not so simple to do, even if you're not a developer. And I'm not a developer, I'm just a
Yeah.
DevOps. and I got it working, and it made me very happy. And I see that the demo is working, and that's great. It's not trivial to get the live
Yeah.
demo working like that.
Yeah. Well, out of curiosity, I can ask a question. Based on your experience, if someone want to actually learn more about Cloudera and etc., all the technology you showed us, what would be your recommendation? Where to start? What kind of advice you can give us to our attendees?
Okay, first you should take a big data course with mostly Hadoop inside. Okay, like you can take there's a lot of classes, a lot of colleges that ask that train data scientists. That's not exactly Hadoop. Okay, data scientist is a huge word for machine learning, artificial intelligence, training data, but it's not just Hadoop. Okay, in Hadoop it's more of no SQL. And when we're talking about NoSQL, you have to learn what is NoSQL, how it works, what kind of databases out there like Mongo, Cassandra, Redis, all of these kinds are NoSQL and also Hadoop. Now, a lot of companies use Hadoop, like a lot of companies like in Thailand and in other host hotels like TripAdvisors
Yep.
using Hadoop to get records for the hotels and get real-time data about your feedback from the hotel and stuff like that. I learned Hadoop from working with EMR, Elastic MapReduce in Amazon, when I was working in Viber a long time ago, and when I was working with big data in other companies. And that's how I learned Hadoop. And I got a course. I had a huge instructor trainer that teach me Hadoop the right way. Hadoop changed all the time. Even now, it changes with Hortonworks and Cloudera merging together. So the best approach for you is take a course, start from there, go to actually work with a company that has Hadoop, see the Hadoop cluster falling between your hands,
Yeah.
okay, and get troubleshoot over there, feel that you can solve the problem, know how distributed data works, how sharding works. That's what I can say
Thank you.
about
Thank you for that. Well, I see that our attendees are a little bit shy and they don't want to put. I think that, I said, everyone was literally blown away from your demo, and probably that's why.
Thank you,
So
thank
you,
you. So to summarize the words, don't have a good day, have a great day.
yeah, definitely. Thank you again for your time, Lidor, and for the great presentation with us. And for the rest of you, enjoy the rest of the day here at the Big Data Conference.
Bye bye.
Bye. Okay. Well, it was cool.